What are the simple components of a powerful and concise morning routine that will help you in virtually anything that you do? I always make sure, even today, even though it's not as hardcore as it once was for me, the morning routine always sticks. This will absolutely transform everything for you. Let's jump right into it. All right. Now, whatever time you begin your career or work, let's say it's 8 a.m., I recommend that you be up at least 2.5 to 3 hours before that. So if you go into work at 9, or you're an entrepreneur that starts at 8, 2.5 to 3 hours before. Why? This will give us ample time to do what we need to do. It'll force you the night before to go to sleep on time and have things prepared, and it will prime you to already put you in the proper position. If you have to wake up 2.5 or 3 hours before you start, a couple things need to be done. Number one, you're not going to mess around the night before. Number two, you're going to get to sleep on time. And number three, you're going to set stuff up, such as I'm going to look at what my morning activities are going to be for work or my career. I'm going to lay out the clothes that I'm going to use. I'm probably going to prepare or, pre-cook the meal that I'm going to take with me, lunch, dinner, if I'm going to do that. I'm going to already prepare some things. Me as a real estate agent, everything that I did, I prepped the night before for the most part, already planned out who I was going to call, the neighborhoods I was going to go knock on doors. I knew what appointments I had the next day. I pretty much had my schedule and tasks already laid out for the next day by the time I went to sleep. There was a few things I had to do early in the morning, but it was only a few. I was never rushed. I was always relaxed and everything was prepared. Okay. Now, when you wake up, this is the first thing you need to do. 3 things that I'd recommend everybody does. Take a couple minutes. And again, I don't recognize or recommend anything in a particular order. You can mix and match, but I'll tell you how I did it. First thing I did every morning, first thing was exercise. So I'd wake up, I literally drank some water, brushed my teeth, and went to the gym. You can go on a walk, you can do a home workout, you can walk your dog for 20, 30 minutes, whatever it is that you want. Pick something that gets the blood flowing and wakes you up. I went to the gym for about 45 minutes, then I came home. The gym was super close to my house, and I got a quick workout in, right? The next thing that I did was I read. You can substitute watching a lecture or something like that, but I'm going to 100% recommend that you grab a book and you read. Stay off the digital stuff, right? Pick up a book and read, or maybe do an audiobook lecture, but make sure that you're tuned in, focused, not distracted, and you're taking notes, highlighting in your book, writing notes in your journal, or doing something super focused like that. I don't want you like watching YouTube and being distracted and not paying attention. This is a time to study. So you have a 30 or 45-minute workout, and I recommend at least 30 minutes, if not an hour of reading. After that, or again, right when you wake up, it's up to you. I recommend you do either some sort of quiet contemplation like meditation, guided meditation, or something where you will do a breathing routine for 5 or 10 minutes, something small to clear your mind, relax you, and get you, again, focused. This is all about focus. Getting the blood flow, reading, meditation, guided meditation, quiet contemplation, whatever you want to call it. If you're religious, pray for 5 or 10 minutes. I don't care. You can substitute these things with whatever's particular to you. If you do those 3 things every morning, you're going to be ahead of 90, 95% of people. Is it boring? Yes. Is it going to be tough to do? Absolutely, because who wants to do that? The beautiful part is once you lock in and you start doing it consistently, you're going to notice a shift. You're going to be more efficient. You'll have more energy, and you're going to lock into this routine, and you're really going to enjoy it. All right. A bonus I'll add in there, and this is something I did twice a day, in the morning and at night, was I journaled. I journaled 5 or 10 things that like were the goals, and I journaled them in present tense. I make $10,000 a month. I'm super confident. I set a sales appointment every day, right? You can pick what you want. I'd write that in the morning, and then I would write that at night, because those were the goals and the things that I had in front of me. I also took about 30 seconds or a minute every morning to look on the wall. I had a vision board and all the stuff that I wanted to buy, the numbers that I wanted to accomplish, the things that I was looking forward to that year, whether they were monetary or not. I printed out pictures and I put them on the wall. I also carried pictures with me as well, but I had a small little vision board, and I activated it as much as possible. I kept my focus and my attention on what I wanted. Now, one thing I'm going to add to this before we continue is be media free in the morning. No email, no social media, unless you're going to post. If you're going to post on social media, like you already recorded something and you're going to post it, that's totally fine. But if you're going to consume, save it until noon. That was one of the rules that I had early on that I carried with me for years. Do not consume social media, any media, news, whatever, until after 12. If you need to check your email for business, for transactions, whatever it is, pick like 5 or 10 minutes real quick before you start your day, like probably between 7:30 and 8 a.m. or 8:30 and 9, and check it then. But you have to be disciplined with that. You can't just be flipping your phone and on your computer messing around. Now, those were the things that I did. One thing that I did as a real estate agent after that morning routine was before I started my day, I got at least 30 minutes in with somebody of practicing scripting, role play. I would call, or I would do like a Google Hangout, which in today's modern era, it's a Zoom or a FaceTime. And we would role play. We would take sales scenarios, go back and forth, and we were really disciplined. We beat each other up. We were hard on each other. And that was like the warm up before the game. Because from 8 a.m. to 12 every single day, I did this for years. I was out making phone calls and I was going door to door in neighborhoods. And sometimes I go to businesses too. But that warmed me up, right? That morning routine carried me and sustained me. It forced me to be disciplined the night before. It got my mind right in the morning. It warmed up my voice. It woke me up. By the time the workday came around, I was ready to go and I felt like I was ahead of the competition. So you do that. And then I did my 4 hours of lead generation in the morning. By 12 p.m., I was more productive than 99% of the planet. And that's what carried me to making over 6 figures my first year as an entrepreneur. Was it easy? No. It was simple because it was just what I gave to you. But it wasn't easy because your mind will race against you. You might be tired, right? It might be new for you to wake up at 5 or 5:30 in the morning or 4:30 or whatever it is for you. It can be daunting, right? I recommend you get accountability partners. Obviously, getting coaching and support will help you with that too, because you can tie in with people and have some sort of competition and support to be with you. But you really got to lock in the morning. It's it's so underrated. We've been hearing about this for the longest time on the internet, but very few people actually lock in for a sustained period of time. I'm telling you, that morning routine is key. And to this day, I still wake up early and I have my own morning routine. But I did that first one, waking up at 5 a.m., going to the gym, journaling, doing the meditation, reading. I did that for years, at least 2.5, 3 years before I ever deviated from that. And I stand by it. It gets my stamp of approval. It's not corny. It's not cheesy. Every book that I read initially, all the top dogs and millionaires and billionaires recommended that. They were doing it. So I said, hey, I might as well emulate greatness if I want to get there one day. And I'm telling you, that simple morning routine, and I gave it to you in a flexible way. You don't have to do hard exercise like I did. Go for a walk your dog. You don't have to meditate, pray, right? Quiet contemplation, whatever it is, maybe staring at a candle to focus. You have your own variations that you can create. The one that I really, really would recommend that you keep as is reading a book. There's just something special about reading a book, highlighting and taking notes. I'm telling you, if you haven't gotten back to that, do it. I just get excited thinking about it. I love reading. I have another book that I'm reading over there. I read usually still at least 45 minutes or an hour a day. And it's just one of those things that I'm like obsessed about that I love. Follow that morning routine. If you have any other recommendations, leave the comment below. I have a ton of free resources for you guys in the description, especially that first one, that sales quiz for anybody who's an entrepreneur or a salesperson. Make sure you grab that and you'll get on my email list. I'm also releasing an event. I'm going to post it tonight, if not tomorrow. It's a Zoom link that's going to be pinned in the comment section, and it's also going to be in the description. This is going to be a sales one, but I definitely wanted to put it out because it's something that I think the world needs, and it'll really help you a lot, regardless of what type of industry you're in. I think it'll be helpful for you. All right. Conquer the simple morning routine, implement it, and watch your life change immediately. All right. See you guys.